My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we're looking at what's happening with your person. For some of you, you're in no contact, or if you're in contact, your person might be reticent and maybe they're keeping information back from you that you need to make an informed decision about your life. Now, in tarot, we are not allowed to spy. Spirit always protects the person that we are inquiring about, right? It protects their privacy. But what we are allowed to receive is messages for our highest good. Okay? And that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to have a look at their energy, how they're feeling generally, how they're doing, what's happening in their life right now. If there's a third party, what's happening with that, what's occupying their thoughts as a priority at this time. And then we're going to get some advice. In the extended, I've channeled a letter from your person. So that's already done. So I'm always excited to see the synchronicities between the two readings. And then we will get some additional 3D messages from your person and see what is the next actions towards you. I may pull for Magic Calabash and see who wants to come through with a message. That's always cool to do, but let us begin. Now, before we begin today's reading, I also want to let you know that for some of you, I'm speaking to the twin flames that might be tuning in right now, because I read for twin flames, high level soulmates, right? Or once you're drawn to this, there's a message for you because we're all on the same healing journey. Before I began, whilst I was grounding, before I began the reading, I got out a flash of your umbilical cord. You guys need to have that cleared. This is something that you can easily do yourself. All you have to do, no, it's not a beard, it's a fluffy mic. All you have to do when you're doing your grounding protection or your prayers, just ask spirit, forces of light, whoever's your connection to the light, ancestors, whatever it is, higher mind, higher consciousness, to just clear your umbilical cord. Now, some of you are new, so what I'm talking about is your twin flame umbilical cord that is attached here at this spot we call the spirit plexus. It's a spot just between the heart chakra and the solar plexus, and see it is one of the connection points between twins. So I usually see DF on this side of the twin ring and DM on this side of the twin ring, and they are joined on multiple places, but the main electrical supply is through this umbilical cord. And sometimes when people want to interfere, they can clamp this cord and really disrupt the energy that is flowing between the counterparts. Okay, so how do you clear this? You just set an intention that this be cleared. You can also use your pendulum and asking that if there's anything that might be disrupting or blocking your umbilical cord, let it be cleared, let it be removed, anything like that. It's all about your intention. And if you don't have a pendulum, you can make one. You can get a crystal that you like, that you use, you attach a string to it, and you send, you pray, pray on it, or just charge it with Reiki energy, whatever it is, set your intention, and boom, you have a pendulum. It's so easy to clear. If you don't want to clear it yourself, you can order a twin check for me, and you will get a diagram like this. This is an anonymous client's diagram. So you can get a diagram like this to see how you're progressing in your connection. Okay, and I'll give you one of these, but part of that check is to clear twin ring and the umbilical cord. So that is something they can order. Just look on the SRT or twin checks. Under the twin check, you'll see that. Okay, alrighty then. All right, so let us get into today's reading. Let's see what's happening with your person. So we're going to start by getting the significator. A lot of you have been asking for places and spaces where you can find more information about the twin ring. There isn't that much published information about how Charlotte and I see the twin ring. We're working on it right now, hoping to get that book ready, possibly for November, tentatively. It's like halfway there, right? It's a project that we've been putting off for a long time, but the time is now, so we're kind of getting that ready. But for October, we will be having our twin flame classes. So we're gonna have introduction to twin flame energy, where we go through all the diagrams, blah blah. Some of you have done that before. Then after that, we have our Q&A segment, which is a separate segment, because I mean, that introduction, it gets pretty intense and long, 3 hours to 4 hours. Then we have the Q&A, which can go from 1 hour to 2 hours. And then after that, we have our twin energy classes, which go, it's 6 weeks, where we guide you through visualizing your ring and other person's twin rings, how to clear it, different parts of it, functionality, that kind of thing. Okay, so look out for that. You should see it start advertising. I think it's going to be next week. Yeah, so you can look out for that as well. So you're looking out for that and you're looking out for the book. Okay, all right, so the energy is commitment right now, and commitment in love. Now, this could represent you, this could represent a third party, but they are facing some difficulties here. Now, your person, and we've been getting this message consistently for like at least 2 months, that they keep moving between the light and the shadow, instead of kind of being balanced there, right? And when they're in their high vibrational energy, they are committed to this journey, they're committed to you, they can see the future in your eyes, they get visions about you, that kind of thing. And when they're in their shadow, they go back to thinking, well, why bother? Relationships always come to an end. They're always shitty, they're all good in the beginning, but then they fall apart, blah blah blah. So a lot of self-defeatist thoughts, and it looks like it continues. Let's look at the energy generally, then the energy towards you. We have death. This is the energy generally. Okay. Most of the readings I've done for private persons this week, this has been the card that's jumped out. Okay, it is this energy of death. Now it's a card number 14, which is temperance, right? And temperance usually comes after the death card. Now, death is when everything crumbles, okay? Everything is deconstructed. Your whole bloody life is deconstructed when you go through this death energy. Everything you thought you knew, everything you thought you knew about yourself, you thought you knew about the others, about the world, everything comes crumbling down, and then you're left there exposed, shivering in the cold, asking, who the fuck am I? Who am I? Temperance energy is the energy after that, where you're slowly starting to rebuild yourself from scratch. And you're not drawing from anything that you've learned. You're drawing from things that you are discovering about yourself. Because till that moment, your identity of yourself is what was taught to you, right? So as soon as you're born, you're born pure, like this, Crystal. You're born pure like this. And from the moment you're born, somebody tells you, oh my God, what a cute boy or girl. So now you know that you're a boy or girl. They will name you, so you have a name. And you know names are energy and they have meaning. So boom, that name, energy, and meaning slapped onto you. And then after that, they're going to start dressing you in particular clothes. They're going to give you particular food. They might say you're either a vegan, or you're omnivore, or they put you on some kind of raw diet. Who knows? But it's not your choice. It's not your choice. They will tell you that you are an atheist or a Catholic or an Anglican or you're Buddhist, whatever it is. Again, not your choice, right? And they will teach you all the teachings of that. So everything from the moment you're born, and Sadhguru always says, people are trying to educate you about yourself, but they're not educating you about yourself. They're projecting everything that they have learned about themselves, perhaps, on you. So the deconstruction is you removing all that shit and you're polishing this until you get back to this. And then you rebuild based on what you are discovering. And maybe you're going to stay just like this. Or maybe you choose to put on clothes. I don't know. But this person, this is where they're at. Everything has been removed. Everything has been put on them has been removed. And now they're here. Who am I? Right? You know, they're telling me about, I don't know, there's this older show. I think it was called City of Angels, where this angel falls in love. And in order to be with the woman that he loves, he jumps off a cliff and kills himself. He dies an angel death. I can't remember the show properly, but he basically does what it needs to be done for him not to be an angel anymore, right? And then now he has to relive as a human, right? So this is what it is. You know, you've always been this thing, always think you're superior and blah 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 blah, and then boom, you're a baby again and it's starting from scratch. So that's what that energy is there. So this is somebody starting from scratch. The energy towards you. Taking energy vampire. Energy vampire. And they're singing that song. I want your love. That's the song I'm hearing. You know when you feel like you're drowning, you just hold on to absolutely anything. This is what's happening. Your person feels vulnerable, they feel open, they feel exposed. And they want to clothe themselves with your love, right? You are there. They're guiding lights, they're grounding wire, they're grounding cord, you know, that lifeline. Like, you know, when you're diving and you're diving with a lifeline, you are that lifeline right now, and they're holding on to you oh so tight, and they want to. They're clingy, energetically clingy. So maybe you guys may not be in communication, but this person is relying heavily on your energy at this time. Let's pull some cards on that taking card. Let's pull some cards on that taking card. We have the Six of Swords in reverse as the underlying energy. What's this taking card? Nine of Cups in reverse. And you see how the person is, you know, that self-protective stance, your arms crossed over yourself. They feel exposed. They feel exposed. They feel raw. They're a newborn baby. If they could cry and scream, they would, because they're feeling so unbalanced, so out of sorts. Like, how do they navigate this new self? It's like learning to drive a car again. So they're trying to learn how to drive this vehicle that is their body, now that they have more awareness. You know, King of Wands. Right now, they are powerfully psychic. And the reason why they're so powerfully psychic is because they are open. They are wide open. They are wide open to you, and they are wide open to spirit at this time. Absolutely receptive. Absolutely receptive. So maybe it's not just your connection that you have to protect, but you might also need to give your person some help with protecting themselves, because they're wide open right now. All right, let's have a look. Now, how are they feeling generally? Oh, let me use this. How are they feeling? Because when we look at that, We're going to get further information. Remorseful. That's an interesting energy. Let's take that out, shall we? We're going to see why they're feeling remorseful. What else? What else are they feeling right now? Anxious. Yep. They're like a ball of emotional energy. That's what I'm feeling. Tense, yeah. Because my body is vibrating with it right now. And we have... Why you guys doubt me, girl? Open. They've been blown wide open by spirit. They've been blown wide open. So this is someone... and they're scared. They're scared. All right, let's see. Why are they remorseful? The World. And the Sun in reverse. Now, the Sun in reverse for me is the overt narcissist. Okay? So, why are they remorseful? Because they're looking back on their past behavior. They're asking, what the fuck? What the hell was I doing? What was I doing? What was I thinking? I don't think it's just in terms of how they may have treated you or how they may have navigated this connection. I mean, like, how they treated everybody in their life. How they did everything. They're just like, who is that person? They don't even recognize that person that would do those things. Your person is brand new. They are brand new. But now they're anxious. Why? We have the Star card in reverse. They're feeling kind of hopeless. And then we have this death energy here again. And notice this all major arcana that has come out. So this is a massive turning point. You know, I'm just seeing a big explosion. So this is a big awakening. You know, some people awaken by degrees. And others, they just... What's that word? Is it verbination? When you want seeds to sprout, like burst open, like immediately, you know, you take them and you freeze them, you put them in the freezer and you freeze them. And when they're frozen, then you put them into the ground and then boom, they just burst open. I think it's verbination. Is it? 1 second. I was way off. It's called stratification. I don't know why the hell I said that. Anyways, yeah, so we freeze the seeds and then plant the seeds. And then it just causes a spontaneous burst. Anyways, so this is... what the hell was I saying now? It took too long. Anyways, so why are they anxious? They're anxious because everything has happened so quickly. Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying that, you know, some people awaken by degrees, like they have small awakenings, little tiny awakenings. I was like that, right? So there was nothing massive for me. Smaller awakenings over the years, right? But it looks like this person, it was just like, you know, there's a slow build, little things happening, and then boom. So now they're scared, like, what is this? There's things start happening out of the blue, and all kind of spiritual things and numbers, and it's like everything just going crazy in their life. They're wondering they're wondering as well if your connection has died, because they think that they took too long to take action in this connection, and they do still have it in their heart to take action and to come forward and at least declare their love, but they're anxious because your person has a big rejection wound. Now, they want to invest in this connection. We have the 7 of Pentacles here, but they're not sure what your response will be, and they're not sure if you have someone else. So they're freaking out. That's why they're so tense, You have that Nine of Swords. You know that's depression. You know that's overthinking. You know that's them being paranoid. What if this will happen? That will happen. You know, you know how your person gets. Okay, so that's why we saw underneath the deck. On one hand, committed to this connection, because committed to the Lovers, because the card number 6. But then on the other hand, remember they have their relationship conspiracy going on, where everything gradually comes to an end, and the best part of relationships and the courtship is the courtship, and then it all goes down from there, and everything turns to shit, right? So they have all that programming that's still cropping up for them, but they're open to this connection. They're open to spirit. They are wide open to everything right now, and that's why they feel so vulnerable, and they might go into self-protective mode. Again, we have the Four of Pentacles here. If you find as well that when you talk to your person, they're a little bit more defensive than usual, it's because they feel a little bit more vulnerable than usual. They're ready to build something new with you, okay? But they're wondering, would you have them back? Will you have them back? They don't want any fights between you guys. They just want this commitment. They're ready to give way to the soul contract. But they're just unsure of how you are going to respond. What's happening in your person's life right now? What's happening in your person's life right now? We have 8 of Wands in reverse. It looks like they have themselves in seclusion. We have the Emperor. And it looks like they've sprouted as the Emperor. So from this no communication or no contact or stagnancy, and them feeling remorseful and them feeling their feels, it looks like they have stratified into this Emperor. We have the High Priestess in reverse. All the secrets of the universe being revealed to them all at once. Everything being revealed to them all at once. Right? It's like, you know, one day they were walking around and everybody was in costume and they couldn't really see what were people's motivations, where they should head, and that kind of thing. They were living in a different world. And then it's like the next day they woke up and everybody's mask was off and they could see everything clearly. And that can be like a big energetic bombardment, and that can be a disorientation because you're finally seeing the world as it is. You're no longer living in your own delusions and your own little fantasies. And you can't be in denial of what's happening. The truth is right in front of you, plain as day, and you can't ignore it. And this is exactly what's happening with your person right now. They're seeing the truth about everything. The world, the universe, their own world, their own life, and the people in it. Now, if there is a third party connected to your connection, what's happening in that connection right now? I'm still thinking that stratification is not the word. There's another word. I'm going to find it and I'll post it in the community. It's not stratification. There's another word. Right. We have secret affairs. Okay. So somebody here has been having some kind of secret affair. Okay. And it looks like all of this, as I told you, the secrets of the universe and the secrets of their world are being revealed to them right now. And one of those things that are being revealed is that their partner or whoever that they're with might be having some sort of person, somebody else on the side. All right, let's see. Let's have a look. Whoa. We have bullying. Okay. All right. So they may have family members that are used to taking from them bullying them, okay, gaslighting them, abusing them, or might be, and well, what's the third? We asked about the third party, right? So we have a cousin coming through, so it might not even be immediate family members. It could be even extended family members. We'll pull some cards and see. In fact, the third party in a relationship might be a cousin. Let's see what happened in the basement. All right, so it looks like there's something that's been hidden in the floorboards of this family, and then we have family pictures. All right, so let's see what's happening with us. So we asked about the third party, what's happening there, and the first thing we got is bullying. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and for me, the Ten of Swords in reverse is the end of a long, hard, horrible cycle, right? And where the pain is still fresh and raw. So it looks like your person might have been surrounded by people that are accustomed to abusing them in so many different ways. So whether this is a romantic partner or their family members or even co-workers, your person has always been the butt of their jokes, their doormat, their a hurt slave. We have the Fool, right? Your person is like, I'm going to do something different. So we have lots of imagery of people jumping off cliffs right now, right? I'm going to do something different. You know what? Anywhere has to be better than here. So your person just changing things up, right? Doing things differently. So no longer laying down for people to take advantage of them. Now we have the cousin here, and coming through with the cousin is King of Cups, right? So it could be that this cousin is their support, right? So out of all the people in their family or people in their inner circle, this cousin is the one that has their back. This is their confidant, and this is the person that keeps them on the straight and narrow and talks them down from any kind of self-sabotaging behavior. This cousin is their peace. Okay, so we have Five of Swords in reverse. Now, what happened in the basement here? We have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Star card in reverse. All right, so there's something in your person's ancestry, in your person's heart, in your person's past that has been hidden and is now coming to the fore. Okay, and it is the reason why your person is a commitment phobe and why they feel most empowered when they are alone or disconnected from other persons. Let me see if I can try and find out. Okay, we have death coming through, but I'm not getting transformation vibes with this. I'm getting death of the inner child. And we get death of the inner child when we talk about severe cases of abuse, severe cases of neglect, definitely sexual assault, molestation, anything like that causes the death of the inner child, right? So whatever happened in that basement that's been hidden, that this family does not talk about, it looks like all this is finally coming out and your person is speaking their truths. Now, we have family pictures coming through. And we have the Four of Cups, which is a card of depression. It's a card of boredom. It is a card of insecurities. And we have Three of Pentacles, third party. And we have Temperance in reverse. And what Spirit is saying with these family pictures, no matter what kind of brave front, power front, show of power, show of solidarity that you may see online with your person and the karmics in their life, know that underneath it all, underneath that mask, underneath the facade of the perfect pictures is depression, boredom, loss. It is financial hardship, and it is a whole lot of instability. We have Temperance in reverse. Your person's life is not as put together as it is presented, whether it's on social media, the pictures that they put in their armors, whatever it is. Your person's life isn't as put together as it seems. Now, what is occupying your person's thoughts as a priority right now? What's occupying their thoughts as a priority right now? We have Page of Pentacles, a fresh start. That's all they're talking about, a fresh start. For some of them, they're thinking about their money. We have the Nine of Wands. I'll pull a card on that Nine of Wands. We have the King of Cups. I mean, I know what they want to do. And we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Let me pull a card on the Nine of Wands reverse. Yes, Three of Cups. And then let me pull a card on this fresh start. What are they thinking about? Their priority is a fresh start. And they're recognizing that if they want to manifest a fresh start in life, there are certain things they have to stop fighting for. And one of those things that they have to stop fighting for is, one, some third party that they have in their life. And two, this image or this idea of the perfect family. These are things that they have to allow to just crumble. They also realize that if they want a fresh start, they have to follow their heart and they have to speak their truths in love. Whether those truths are to a third party, whether those truths are to you, they have to start speaking the truth in love and following their heart. They can't continue to be the same reticent way where they want to stonewall everybody and be uncommunicative and expect things to change. So on their mind, a fresh start and the things that they have to do to get there. Okay, so we're going to take this in the extended and I'll read the letter. We're going to go into some 3D messages. We'll look at their next actions towards you within a month. And I'll go in Magic Calabash and see who wants to come through to deliver a message to you at this time. Okay. Surrender procrastination. This is for me. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Right? So if you've been putting off things that, Spirit has been prompting you to do for, right? If you've just been putting it off and, thinking maybe it's not the right time, Spirit is saying it is the right time. Get on it. Get on it. And it says surrender frustration. It says frustration doesn't open any doors, right? Because it comes from a place of lack, isn't it? Right? The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup. You may approach a situation more calmly. So Spirit is saying, maybe you're frustrated with this person and the whole connection. Okay? Spirit saying, instead of projecting that frustration vibes onto your connection, just draw back. In the Karmic, dress back, just step back, right? Go on vacation. Take a proper break where you're minding your own business, doing your own thing, doing what makes you happy. And then when you're ready, if you're ever ready, reapproach. But right now, just sitting in frustration, rage, energy, and bad vibes and pain, it's not going to help the situation. Okay, step back and take a break. All right, my love, so that was your reading. If you're vibing with this, join me in the extended. I'll read that letter, and we will proceed from there. All right, take care.